I'm live on Twitch right now, and I've just finished playing 10 games in Blue Archive Binah, which I've been calling Binah. And the situation with this one is a little bit complicated when it comes to NDAs. So I'm just going to mention briefly the underlying ship, because everything I'm about to say, in theory, when that ship comes out, will also apply to that ship. However, that ship isn't out and is under NDA. So everything I'm about to say about this ship, Binah, does not yet apply to that other ship because it's not released, but it will at some point. I didn't make it up. That's just how it is right now. I don't know how this situation came to be. It's dumb, but that's just how it is. If I do this, this is not a breach of NDA. If I come in here and I go to custom ships and I turn off Blue Archive, you will see that this turns into an M Colonna. So underneath this ship is a Mercantonio Colonna. This is not a released ship yet, as I record this. So it's an Italian battleship, Tier 8. All of these BA ships, the new four new ones, this applies to all four of them. Underneath is an unreleased currently ship, which is still under NDA. But this version of the ship is not under NDA. So let me put that back again before someone accuses me of making a review of an NDA ship, which I'm not, because this is released. So from this point onwards, I'm talking about this ship, but as I said, once the other ship comes out, in theory, everything that I'm saying will apply to that ship as well. I have used the recommended build for this, so I've just gone with the yellow triangles, essentially. This is a secondary focus ship, so this has Caracciolo's hull, basically. There's a few differences in the armor scheme, so if you open the armor scheme, the plates are in the same place, but the thicknesses are a little bit different. So the side plates are the same, but the nose is much, much weaker, so it's 25 and 30 instead of 26 and 130 or something like that. So it doesn't have that big icebreaker. The deck is a little bit thicker, 32 instead of 30, so it's a little bit different to Caracciolo, but this is tier 8, not tier 7. But the armor scheme is kind of similar. So you got the split nose. 25 is obviously very overmatchable. The butt doesn't have a belt at all, so from the stern, completely 25. But you do have this really good belt, so if a battleship is shooting you, try and stay nose in, not stern in, and try and angle that belt, because this works pretty well. Because you've got 220 on the top and 300 on the bottom. This is a secondary ship. So you have HE and AP on the main guns, 381s, 2222. But you also have 4 triple 152mm secondary turrets, which is this front one here. This camo makes them look really cool. This one here. And then you've got these 90mm destroyer secondaries here. And the big ones have 42mm pen, the small ones have 26mm pen. Sap shells, so no fires, but the pen is pretty good if you're hitting something that you can pen. Pretty good. The concealment is also very good. So combined with the engine smoke, you can actually sneak up on some things. I actually surprised a few people today. Mainly people whose object awareness isn't particularly great. You can use the smoke screen to get around the side of people. If they're suddenly having to deal with something else, you can pop your smoke, you disappear off their map. A lot of people forget that you're there, and then you can go around the side. A couple of destroyers didn't notice my smoke screen barreling towards them and got caught out. So you can use that to your effect, and then your secondaries will kick in. And obviously, if something's spotted, you can use those secondaries on the way in. We can get the secondary range out to 11.3, so it's pretty good compared to the concealment of 11.7. Someone in my chat earlier said this is Battleship Napoli. I think that's pretty accurate. It doesn't have torpedoes, but everything else checks out. It is kind of a battleship version of Napoli, I agree. And I like it. It performed very consistently. There were a couple of places where I overextended because I'm trying to get the secondaries in range, but that was totally on me. That wasn't the ship. When I played to the ship's strengths, it performed very well. So, yeah, no, I like this ship. It was great fun to play. Secondary ships are always fun to play. It's nice to play a reasonably tanky ship in terms of the armor scheme. You don't have that much health, so you do have to watch the health a little bit, because you're in the 50s with the health. 54, 500 with the buffs and stuff. So you do have to watch that a little bit, especially if you don't take fire prevention on the captain, which I'm not currently. I'm using this build. This is the Wargaming recommended build. So I did burn quite a few times, but yeah, you can use your concealment to go dark and get the heals in quite nicely. And yeah, no, I do approve. And we're going to get another one at some point. So I'm looking forward to that one coming, because then I will have 2 to play. And then I can just, when that one comes out, I can just point to this recording and say just what he said. Thanks for watching. Find me on Twitch.